And welcome back to the 31st annual Hawaiian Pro here at Haleiwa. Our waiting period, November 12th through the 23rd. That's Monday. And we take a look at the forecast, and, well, we've got some surf. It's going to change the dynamics, though. Great surfing yesterday afternoon, but the swell is kind of on its way out. David Stanfield with Pete Mel might be the toughest spot because pipe, it's about the barrel, right? Sunset, it's about big wave riding. But this, you get a mixture. And while we are away, we believe this was Michael Rodriguez to start things off. If you didn't hear, Silva did win that last heat with 16 points and a 15.74 for Beminardi. As we take a look at the replays, Pete.
Here's Willian on a nice size set wave here, and yesterday we saw him score big with moves just like that. 2 solid turns, and even fits in this third one here, hooks it up, goes down. But the 2 turns on the outside, I think, are still going to score very, very high. Good morning, everyone out there. You know, you're talking about the swell, and it's decreased. What's happened is the interval is, you know, as the swell matures, we talk about what happens, and you have that 20-second interval kind of moving into 17-second interval, now probably at 14.
It is Matea Hikili from the North Shore of Tahiti, and then there is Willian Cardoso, who's got a great wave, as we take a look at our surfer up and riding. It's Rodriguez who started with the 2.50 and a Huntington hop there. Not sure what he was thinking out the back. Keep an eye on this powerhouse. It is a guy that's got the power of Sonny Garcia, doesn't he?
Well, he's, you know, I wouldn't say actually now Sonny's not that kind of a build. I think Sonny's as light as he's been in a long time and as fit as he's been. You know, been doing all that cross training, looking amazing, and surfing amazing as well. Here he is into the round 2 here. But, you know, Willian Cardoso, 7.0 for that first wave, 2 big hooks. And, you know, this kid can surf not only in big waves, like good waves, but also the little stuff. He's always been, you know, he made the final of the Vans US Open 2 years ago in, you know, mediocre surf. So the guy knows what he's doing. He's been on the championship tour and has lots of experience and loves Hawaii. At the Hawaiian Pro at Haleiwa. And again, the winningest surfer we have in this Hawaiian Pro.
And there we go, another wave for Michael Rodriguez. So still looking for first priority for Matea and Sonny Garcia as they take a look at a possible set wave to come through. Real quick on Reunion Island, I did talk to Maxime Housseneau. He says there's no shark fishing. There's lots of sharks. And we were talking about Patrick Flores. Jeremy Flores' dad has moved back to Reunion Island and going to get into politics and wants to assist the mayor in terms of helping the fishing, the population, the tourism, and what is happening there with the amount of fish and the ecosystem being a little off balance.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a lot of science that goes into it, but here's Sonny Garcia.
Garcia loves, he's got a little thumper of a wave. Take a look at the bottom turn and another hack. That 6'6" Tokoro seems to be working for him quite well. Really drags out that bottom turn, so now surfs the back, so we got 2 little swell directions and over to the toilet bowl. Sonny knows how to get over there and get out the back really easy. Smart surfing right here. And we're seeing some power come through. Sonny, 1 final hit. And let's see how fast he can make it back into the lineup. So Garcia owns this first wave right there, and we'll see if that is similar to Cardoso's 7.0.
Well, we'll see. Take a look at the replay. You know, Sonny waited patiently for that set to finally show up. He didn't get the mix that first wave, or that first set, but here you go. Let's take a look at this one. Good line on it. He knew that it was going to stay on top of the reef. It wasn't going to run in front of him, so he was able to a nice hooking turn. This one here lays into it, the big layback snap. We've seen that for years from Sonny Garcia. Gets a third turn and then skates over all the way across this flat section. And again, that's more about positioning. You know, he's able to get 1 final turn here as we transition over to Matea. But yeah, he gets that last little turn and then a finish move. So this is a great start for Sonny Garcia. He's going to be right there in the mix with Willian. And then right behind him, Matea, equally on the backhand, drops in, waits off the bottom, gets the first snap, comes around, very steep section, floats up over it, and somehow holds on in that toilet bowl section. Very difficult to do. And good start for Matea as well.
Rodriguez, is he too deep? He's got a long wall ahead. Can he make this section? Couple of pumps. Now he's trying to chase it. First closeout section. And you know what? If it doesn't happen out the back really big, you might as well pull out.
Well, it's those waves that are those mid-sized waves, especially now with the fuller tide. They get into that deep spot, you know, and that deep spot, we saw it last heat with Tanner Hendrickson where he'd paddle for a wave and the wave would just dissipate. It would actually go into deep water. You know, you need to catch the wave outside. There's a shallower portion of the reef out there, and if you can get it and get up and riding at that point, you can see how it flattens out right here, and then it starts to get into the shallow water and it runs in front of him. You know, and that one, you know, you're saying he's too deep. He was. If it had broken further out, it would have probably got him into that shallower section, and he would have been there quicker.
You know, and the judges look at the section of the wave as well. They have a pullback view. They're not watching, and they're looking to see, hey, there was an option for him to do 2 hits from 1. Did not happen there. Thank you, Todd. Hey, take a look. Sonny Garcia, guess what? A 6'4" and a 6'2". Probably not happy with that 6'4". He goes, hey, I got underscored, but you know what? A couple of waves like that, and he is your leader. Trying to chase him down, Rodriguez. He needs an 8.50 to go from 4th up into 2nd. He's heard that score, and he's really taking some chances. Cirque du Soleil moves right there. A high wire act, and the judges say, well, yeah, he recovered, but not exactly what they want to see, but some really aggressive turns.
Well, I think that part of the criteria, the speed, power, and flow, comes into it. So if we can watch, this is during the recap here. This is William Cardoso. He picks up a second wave here. Finally able to get a few turns in. He wanted to back up that 7.0. This one came in at a 4, which keeps him in 2nd position. You also saw another wave of Sonny Garcia we're going to see in a second here, and it's a nice little wave. You know, you would have loved to see him finish it. First, we'll look at Matea Hiquili, and he's trying to back up that 6.0, just a throwaway score for him. But here's Sonny. Check this wave out. He's done this 100 times. Into the barrel, comes out clean. Unfortunately here, wasn't able to pull off this last move. That score probably would have been another point higher had he been able to pull that one down. And then here's that wave we just saw from Rodriguez. And again, nice snap, really quick in and out of that transition, but here it just gets a little bit out of control. That's that speed, power, and flow part of the criteria. Judges will take note of that and will affect his score slightly.
Sonny Garcia, a 6-time Triple Crown champion, a 5-time Hawaiian Pro champion.
But Sonny, one guy who will find it.
Sonny Garcia, your leader, 2-wave total, 12.60, and we go back to live action down, big bottom turn, Matea Hiquili out of Tahiti, and just some beautiful surfing right there. He's got a 6.0. He needs a 5.01 to get out of this heat as he gets some scores out the back on biggest and best wave. Yeah, Sonny Garcia knows how to pick them. Surfer with an amazing ability to find the waves out here, and there's a big wrap. Garcia looking to replace his 6.20, current heat leader. Well, Garcia, I asked him, Sonny, are you still mad about losing that heat to Barton Lynch in Huntington Beach 20 years ago? You know, he says, no, I'm too old to get mad.
Really?
And I said, what,
Good
anger
man.
management?
Good
yeah.
man.
He is having fun. A phenomenal athlete. He gets back into the lineup. He's probably not happy. He's hoping that his score is probably a little bit higher, but that's how a surfer is. One thing about being able to hear your scores is then you know what the judges are giving, and you might say, I thought I got a 7.5, and the judge gives you a 6.4.
Well, here we go. This is a replay of Matea and his backhand here. He's going to back up that 6.0. You know, this was the first wave of the set, so it was a little bit smaller, didn't have quite the size, and then Sonny on the next wave. Bigger wave, had a nice big shoulder on it, so he was able to do that first carve. Second one goes up more vertical, does that snap, and then here lays into that Sonny front hand carve, and then mixes it up, throws a little bit of a different transition with a layback snap and pulls it down. So 4 solid turns for Sonny Garcia.
That last little hack snap right there, that power move, that's got to Sonny through a lot of heat.
That's his bread and butter, man.
And that's taken him to the bank a lot.
It is. That's his bread and butter. He's had that turn. It has not changed since he was 14 years old.
Our surfing yellow with first priority, looking to replace a 4.0 in the second spot, William Cardoso. Not William, but William, I-A-N. And this guy right here, one of the smarter surfers in the lineup, and we were talking about how he uses the lineup. His first wave yesterday, is he okay?
I don't know. He just did. It's 1 minute left in this heat, so he's calling it a wrap.
But, you know, he likes to get out there, get busy quickly, and get into the rotation of the 4-man priority so he can pick and choose his waves. Will that help him out? We got a pretty good score coming through for Matea Hiquili, 3rd wave score. He needs a 5.01. Looks like he might get that. But everybody else is getting some waves. This is going to wall up, and he's going for a spectacular off-the-lip rotation. You don't see that too often. Really late launch.
Well, especially in a section like that. That was a big wave and full rotation all the way down. It almost looked like he was going to stomp it, but the wave right in that toilet bowl. There's so much stuff going on, a lot of water moving around. As we watch a replay here of William, he's trying to better a 4.0. Look at those carves. He is just so solid on his feet. He was hoping, you could see, kind of gives himself a little bit of a pump up. And we got scores coming in from Matea, also Sonny, and this is going to be a critical part of it here because Matea has a 6, Sonny has a 6.4, And then the scores are starting to trickle in for Matea and Sonny, and this is really where this heat's going to unfold. Willian also has a score, so the heat is over, but there's 3 scores to come in.
Rodriguez looks like he's going to end up with one decent wave, a 6.0, his second wave, a 2.5, and this is, well, I'll tell you, blindsided him. Will Sonny Garcia hold on for the lead?
I think so. You know, that wave right there, the 6.97, put him into first over Matea. So right now, we're waiting on 1 score from Willian Cardoso. It needs to be a 6.28. He caught kind of a smaller wave, had that nice carve snap to 1 turn. So it's 2 turns on that wave. I don't see it going all the way up into 6.28, but it looks like Sonny's going to keep his spot. I mean,
if Sonny gets booted out of first, he's still the second,
yeah.
So he's in a safe spot. That's a good reason to be the leader. So Willian Cardoso waiting for that final score, needs a 6.28. The best wave we saw out there was a 7.27 for Hikili, and then a 7.0 for Cardoso. Cardoso's first score, a couple of judges now putting in 5s and 5.5s, and that's not enough.
Yep. Well, congratulate Sonny. He's through another round, into the round of 64.
Well, there we go. Sonny Garcia advances through, looking for yet another Hawaiian Pro victory.